Better. Good morning. Wobble it about a bit. This beautiful setting. Live from Morira. Apparently that's Calpe Rock. Hopefully we'll get somebody in to talk to. Sit on this beautiful beach. Well, I'm actually on the rocky area. Come out here out of the way. No moobs. No boobs. John Paul, how are you doing? Of course it's soon got to that time. Look at that, how gorgeous is that, mate? Absolutely beautiful. Come round. Just walk down here. My wife, my daughter and the grandkids have gone wandering. And I just thought I'd come down here on my own. The second to youngest granddaughter's got a full whinge on. And this seemed a lot better place to be. Listening to that. Hopefully it's got a massive 5G signal here on this phone. So I'm using the iPhone. Is it loud enough? Because I've turned the volume down a little bit because I think it's been clipping on it. Just put it on a gimbal. There's nowhere to stand it up because it's really rough rock. But hopefully I'll not shake about too much. I'll give you a zoom in. That's gone a bit wobbly. Let's see if I can hold it. Isn't it beautiful? According to the signs, they've left this like this on purpose. So they left it like ecological, if you know what I mean. They put some concrete down on the top to stop erosion. And then this is just, I think, the way it was. I'm not sure. Look at that there, look, that little bit. That's why I sat here, because I love it like that, where it comes in. Oh, good. That's good. I think I've had it on a bit loud. I've noticed it clipping. So hopefully I'm not going to wobble this about too much. It's not even enough. I'll just show you. It's not even enough to stand anything up. It looks a bit volcanic-ish. But... oh, look there, look. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, good. Pleased about that then. I've got it on the lowest setting, so it shouldn't clip out. I've also put the wind muffler on, because there is a little bit of a breeze and it does pick up wind. It's coming from the sea. It's 34 degrees here today. So, pretty good. If you could hit the thumbs up, if you've not seen me before, we're here for a few weeks, so you might be able to pick up other stuff on this channel while we're here. There's some lovely walking videos. If you want to pop on and subscribe, it'll be good. Look at that, that's me. That's what I look like in real life. So it's really warm. And that sea is so gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful and blue. Not been in the sea yet. We've got a pool at the villa, so I've been swimming about in that. But bring it around again. Let you have a look at that over there. So I'll try not to shake. But this gimbal, the other one that I've got is battery operated, and it's really heavy, and you can't put it in your luggage on the plane. And I already had about 2 or 3 kilos in here. Yue Zelanza, say hi. Hi to you, buddy. Yue, hi to you, buddy or lady, not always, for not an English word. Take a dip. It's a bit, not the place you'd want to go for a dip just here, to be honest, with those jagged rocks. But Mick, live from the sea. You just all do us a favour as you come in, if you're enjoying it, just give us a thumbs up, because it shares it out to a wider audience, and then we get more people in. And then it's better for everyone. Take a dip. I'll tell you what I could do. I haven't brought a towel down. We brought the kids down. One of the second to youngest ones woke up and she's not in the best of moods, shall we say. We actually dropped some stuff off, because over here, I don't know if you've been here, but when you stay in a villa, you fill your bin up, then you take it away, and you actually find there's bins. They empty the bins at the side of the road. They don't come out individually and take the bin away. Wondering Englishman, where are you? I'm in Morira in Spain. So down near past Benidorm by another 40 kilometres. And just carry on down. You've got Morira, Calpe. According to the thing, that's Calpe Rock just over there. I don't know the area. We've only been here 2 days. Yesterday we were just hanging about in the villa using the pool. It's a beautiful villa. We were very lucky. We had it gifted for a week. My daughter's not very well, and we took her away last year and got robbed, and somebody felt really sorry for us and lent us their villa for a week. So we said, that's very kind of you. Can we rent it for the second week? We said, yeah, you're more than welcome. But it's in an area of called Benissa. If you watch TikTok Nigel, the Benidorm TikTok guide, apparently used to live in Morira. And so we were lucky they gifted to rented it, but it's in an affluent area. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a 3-bedroom on 3 levels with a swimming pool, air conditioning, and massive living area. It's beautiful. We are so lucky that people have been so kind to us. So I purposely come to this area because there's nobody bathing. I think it's quite intrusive if you start filming on beaches where people are actually bathing. And it's also very relaxing with that sea lapping up on these rocks, isn't it, really? I've been quite lucky this year. I was already brown when I got here. As you can see, the holiday beard is turning up pretty quick. I have a bit of a thing where I don't have a shave when I'm on holiday until I start looking like Stig of the Dump. There's a live stream on my other channel that I did last year when I was here, and I got a full head of grey hair or grey stubble and a beard. I looked like I'd been living in the skips. I think you just kick back, don't you, and don't bother. You're not really going far, so you just think, well, nobody around here knows me, so they wouldn't know if I'd had a shave anyway, so you don't bother. But this is the first time I've actually been to the beach. Yesterday was, there's Lidl's all over the place. So we went to Lidl's and did some shopping. There's an Aldi's just up the road from there. There's also an Iceland here, if you're familiar with that. Apparently it's not as cheap as it is in the UK, but I probably won't be going there anyway. I like Lidl, yeah. I don't drink anymore, but when I used to drink, that was my favourite place to go because you could get, or you could, whether it's gone up in the last year, you could get an 8.5% Imperial IPA for just over £1 a can. And there's a 9%, 8.5% stout, Imperial Stout, and you could get an Imperial IPA as well. And that was just at like $1.20 a tin. Used to be my favourite haunt, really, but I don't drink anymore now, so I'm on Freeway Zero Cola. It's the future. I woke up, my wife and my daughter had a few drinks the other night, and they were fairly well on. And I woke up the next morning, I thought I would have been as rough as a badger. And I woke up, sprung out of bed, and off I went, carried on with my day. Irish cream liqueur and almond liqueur. Oh yeah, they do that as well. But you don't get the Imperial Stout and the Imperial IPA in the UK because there's a strong beer tax. But you can get it over here. It's that steam brew, if you've seen it in Lidl's in the UK. It's that steam brew stuff. Apparently you can buy it in Malta and in France as well. It's the Imperial one. But I went down one day, last year, and I got 4 cans of it, and I've been looking forward to it all day, and I tipped one in a glass, and as soon as I tried it, I bought the 4%, not the 8%, or 9% IPA. I was right disappointed. So thankfully I don't bother with that stuff anymore. I used to spend most of the holiday off my head, to be honest. But, not now. I'm a changed man. Now I sit there doing live streams at the side of the beach at lunchtime on a Wednesday. Isn't it gorgeous? Those rock formations. Absolutely beautiful. So we're over 300 subscribers now on the channel. 302. I think we lost one yesterday. I don't know. I haven't been posting photos on Facebook saying I've had worse Wednesdays or anything like that because I find them quite annoying. So I didn't bother. Put you up a bit. Um, but I think it's quite amazing, really. And we've got 303 now because the Wandering Englishman has just subscribed to us. I was watching Tim Dowd this morning. I don't know if anybody watches him. Living with MS in Tenerife. I've been subscribed to him for ages. And he went for a walk this morning. Put that back down because it makes it heavy. It's one thing about an iPhone on the end of a stick. It's surprising how much heavier it gets. So I'm not really sure about this. It looks over there like there's been some concrete tip to stop coastal erosion. But I think this is just a normal stone that was here anyway. So we're for a couple of weeks. I'll do one from the villa as well. We've got a bit of a busy weekend. And the eldest granddaughter, who's 19, she's coming out on Friday with my grandson, who's only staying for the weekend, and his dad, which is my daughter's ex-husband. They're just staying for the weekend. And it's my granddaughter's birthday. So that'll be a bit busy for doing live streams then, but I'll probably be on at other times. So the only thing is, you've got 2 grandkids there. In the little grandkids, the youngest one, she's not 2 yet. And it's a while since I've stayed with kids, and one thing you do notice is there's always a bit of drama going on. One thing we couldn't find in Lidl's in Spain is orange squash. You know, like what we call orange squash, like the concentrate. But we went into Aldi's and found some in there. And the Lidl's in this area, I've only really done the ones in the Costa del Sol. And the beer selection is greatly reduced in this area. But it's surprising how sort of 400 miles, basically, is the difference. If you get in the Costa del Sol area, they do an Argus beer. And it's about 3 or 4%, just like a sipping beer if you were having a few beers at night. And it works out at something like 39 pence for a can the same size as a Coke can. And so you get up to the 500ml ones, the stouts and the IPAs, the imperial ones, at £1.20 a can. It's a very, very easy place to get drunk for cheap, really. There'll be stuff as well, Tuborg, San Miguel's. One thing, I used to like a Weiss beer from Aldi's in the UK that was about 99 pence a bottle for 500ml. And I picked a load of bottles up of it here, and it was 3 times the price. When I got to the till, I thought, that seems an expensive shop. And I think it was €2.5 a bottle when I looked. So I didn't get any more of that. Freeway Cola. Costa is mostly British, that's why. Well, yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know, because we were sort of went into the areas, when you get up to Torrox, Costa and Frigliano, it's very, very Spanish up there. If you get a little bit further up, there's a place called La Herradura. And if you go up there with an English accent and order your lunch, with not speaking Spanish, if you don't speak Spanish, it's a bit of a lottery of what you get, because they don't sort of cater. Not like when Torremolinos, you can get a full English breakfast and sausage and chips, which is not what I've ever looked for. I like to eat stuff like octopus and calamaris, and I love Spanish, like chorizo sausage and stuff like that. I love that sort of thing. I do like fish as well. I eat more seafood than fish, because I've got to be really honest, I don't eat enough fish. So if they bring it whole, I don't know how to cut it up. So I suppose if I asked them, they'd show me, wouldn't they, really? I've eaten more tapas in the UK than what I have in Spain. That's a definite. Because that's just what you do, isn't it? When you're in the UK, you think, well, I'm going out for a tapas. And when you're in Spain, you don't. It's in Spanish, and you don't know what to order. I probably would now, because I say there's a place in Lincoln called Ole Ole. It's a beautiful tapas restaurant, and I've learnt more about tapas in the 2 trips I've been there with the Spanish owners who were born here, but obviously English. I think the dad was Spanish, so they're obviously fluent in Spanish with the accent, and then completely fluent in English with a Lincolnshire accent. So they're easy to ask. Easy to ask about the food and that. And I love their meatballs. There's a meatball one. There's a chorizo one, which I really like. I like patas bravas. That's beautiful. The garlic mushrooms are amazing. We did get patas bravas alioli, And I didn't like that. That was a bit like a Domino's pizza, when they put that squirt cheese on. I didn't like that at all, really. So we won't have that again. I'll just have a dry patties brothers. But this is absolutely beautiful. I think, just in Morira. I'm not sure, but it looks like the beach is fairly rocky. But you get round to Calpe. I've looked at the beaches in Calpe about 9-10 miles away, and they're beautiful, fluffy sand. So I'll be taking them down there at some point. Not today, though. Not on Wednesday. I remember my kids, obviously their mother. And you used to just have a day where you just think, what do I do to deserve this? What did I actually do wrong to deserve this? I brought them to a beautiful place, and all they want to do is argue with me. I'll tell you one difference since I've lost weight. This time last year, I'd have been sat here pouring, absolutely pouring with sweat. Because when you've got old fat around your organs and that, you sweat really easy. I've got a bit of a dab on now, but nothing like I would have. It would have been running down my face into my eyes and all over the place. But there's a little bit of a breeze to cool you down, but I don't seem to be sweating as much as I used to do. So where's everybody out? Wandering Englishman, where have you wandered to today? Are you at home, or are you out making videos? Obviously, I'm going to subscribe to you when I get back to the villa. You can't do it out of the live stream. So I'll be looking to see where you're wandering to. I've made contact with some amazing people through other people's chats, just by a similar sort of username to what I've got, like wandering or walking, and I've seen some amazing videos just by looking at other people's live stream chats. I think that it's invaluable, really, because you sort of get a community going that way. And it's a community that's enjoying exactly what you're enjoying, so it's fantastic. Hopefully you can see that beautiful blue water over there. I'll just zoom in a bit, but it does make the camera wobble slightly. Just to make you a bit jealous, if you sat there in your house sweating, that lovely cool blue water. So we've got the flight over here with Jet 2. Absolutely faultless, 20 to 7 in the morning. Managed to get 3/4 an hour kip because I've been up all night. Grandkids both went to sleep. Everybody had a little bit of a kip. Got to the airport, got on the transport to, we used Fiber or Wiber, W-I-B-E-R, for renting the car. I've got a Dacia 5+2. So 2 seats at the front, obviously the 3 in the middle, and then 2 that pop up out the boot. I think they call it a jogger or a joker or something like that. It's a nice car. It's a bit shaped like a Jeep. And the bill for that, it's surprising when you've got a couple of kids with you. Obviously, legally you're required to have car seats in there because the youngest one's only 20 months old, and the older one has to have a booster seat because she's getting quite tall now. She's she's just sprouting up as they do, don't they? She starts school this year. But a booster seat now has arms on it, so you've got to tie them in and all. They were €100 each to rent, €50 a week. So they put it up from 500 to 600. And I've got full insurance, so you basically take it back in a shopping basket. And they can't charge you any more on your credit card. So it was €600, €300 a week, which for approaching July, I don't think was too bad. When I started looking at it, I was a bit guilty of booking it too early, because they always go for a premium price if you book them too early. And then the other one didn't have full insurance, and it would have worked out nearly €800. So I cancelled that one the other day, got my money back. Luckily, got my money back. I was prepared to not get my money back, but I actually didn't realise it was a refundable deposit when I cancelled it, and the money came back. So all to the good. And that was so. That was then they tried to sing you for some extra insurance. That would have been best part of €1,000. That ridiculous. I was looking at 6-seaters because that's what I really wanted, because I say everybody's coming over. And or 7-seaters, and they were looking up at 2,000 quid. Crazy money, crazy money. But it's it's a cracking motor. Get them all in. Get 2 more in the boot. The only trouble we're going to have is the eldest granddaughter. She's going to travel back with us to the airport, so she might end up with a load of suitcases on her knee. I'm a plain Jane, full English and beer every day for Brit. Oh, you're one of them. You're a Brit abroad, are you? Bargain loving Brit in the sun. Full English breakfast, none of that Spanish shit. I've actually seen signs that say that. As an English person, it makes me embarrassed to see it. I don't eat very often, to be really honest. The size I am, you would think I eat a lot, but I haven't eaten anything since tea time last night. I'll eat about 2 o'clock and then about 8 o'clock, and that's usually what I do. And I don't even eat a lot. Then I had a couple of plates of spaghetti last night. Lunchtime, I had 2 sandwiches, and that's all I ate yesterday. Even when I was massively fat at 22 stone, it wasn't anything to do with food, it was booze. That's not a... Get that as a screensaver. Hopefully, I don't know if you know Nigel Pope, Benidorm. It's on YouTube, it's the Benidorm YouTube guide, and on TikTok as the Benidorm TikTok guide. I actually know him. I've met him quite a few times and classed him as a friend. So I said, if you want to bring Nancy up and have a day around the pool with us and a bit of dinner and that, you're more than welcome. So I don't know whether he'll come on. I don't know, because he works here, he lives and works here, so it might not be quite the same. And it's also from Benidorm about a 40-mile drive, I think, 40-kilometre drive. But it's quite easy when you leave the airport. It was only 2 roads. I can't remember the first one, and then you split off somewhere near Benidorm, and it took you up a different one, and then you were here. That was the first, maybe 3 roads. I think the first one was a few kilometres, the second one was 11 kilometres, and then you got on the last one for the rest of it. So, and it's 98 kilometres to the airport for me. You can actually, if you wanted to stay here and not drive, you can get an Uber from the airport for €125. But I'm sure you'll be able to smash that if you look on different transport sites. You'll be able to find that cheaper than that. I know you're from the airport to Benidorm, you can do it in a 6-seater for about 50. There we are. We seem to have lost all our watches. We're all fed up of an old bloke gibbering on. How long have we been on? I'm not going to stay on too long because it's quite toasty sat here. And there's a marina over there. I've just noticed. Let's have a look at that. If you can see it from here, I'll give it a quick... The only problem is it don't go very clear when you do that. So I think it's just me and you, John Paul, really. I don't know what we'd do without you. It's fairly... you'd have expected there to be more people here, to be honest, but I suppose it's only middle of June. The kids don't kick out while... end of July, do they? So I suppose if you come back in July, it'd be too hot for me. I said to Lou yesterday, it was 35 degrees. We got out a little, and it's inland a bit. And it was that getting out of the car into an oven. I said, there's no way I could put up with this in July and August or live here. I always wanted to live in Spain, I'll be honest. But there's no way I could. I couldn't stand the heat. Not, whether you blood things out, and you could probably do it better. If you been here a while. As per the one with nothing to... Yeah, that's probably it. Man, just saying that, it's come up as nothing, so it looks like you've left as well. So it might not be true. I've got nothing to do either. Oh, you just love breakfast, yeah. If I was going to eat English breakfast, I'd eat it at 2 in the afternoon. Or for my tea, I do enjoy bacon, eggs, beans, tomatoes, fried bread. uh, mushrooms. I like tomatoes when they've been cooked in an oven, so they've gone soggy. I love fried bread. I like fried bread and I like 2 eggs, and I like to put my eggs on top of the fried bread and eat it through them, and brown sauce and stuff like that. But I say I just don't eat breakfast, and I'd end up with after a couple of days of doing that, if I was in an hotel, I'd end up with raging indigestion. Wouldn't do me any good at all. Right, what time have we been on? Right, another 3 minutes, and I'm going to disappear and go find the rest of the fam, and probably have some lunch at a restaurant around here because we haven't had a meal out yet. Lou's vegetarian. She cooked a vegetarian spaghetti bolognese last night, and she gets I don't know what. There was something in there which wasn't a meat-free thing. I don't even think it was corn, but it tasted like it was meat. But you never seem to get the urge. You don't think, oh, if I chucked a steak in it, it'd be better. One thing I've got to show you while I'm here. Oh no, wrong way. Sort your life out. There we go. That croc life. Look at them bad boys. I've got them in full battle mode. I've got the straps up at the back, just in case I get into an altercation, because there's nothing worse than getting knocked out your crocs. So there we are. Full camo, so I can sneak up on people and they don't even know I'm here. Apparently these things are called gibbets, and they've been in there over a year because my granddaughter decided I needed some. And she was 3 at the time, so they're still in there from last year. That one's a new one. That's the Lightning McQueen one. Look. You can actually get the Lightning McQueen Crocs as well, but not in a size 14. It's the first time I had a bad toe last year, so I never really wore them much, but they're really comfy and they're a lot better than flip-flop things because they don't go in between your toes and make your toes sore. What time is it? We're 1:23. We're just an hour in front. It's quite easy, isn't it, really? My daughter's mate, she moved to Australia, and we were just getting off the plane and she FaceTimed my daughter, and we're sat in Spain on an aeroplane and she's FaceTiming her from Australia. And that's the thing, isn't it? If the time difference is that big, you struggle to chat to your friends. It's like if my mate's wife's from Thailand, and when he goes over there, he's posting at 5 in the morning. He's just gone out for his tea or whatever. I can't remember which way it goes. Is the stream nice and clear then? Are the pictures clear? Because sometimes you find with these, if you don't get a strong enough signal, it goes all blurry on the live stream. There's no real waves, is there? I'll tell you what, I could just sink myself in there. I'm starting to get a bit warmed up now. Look at that. It's beautiful. We've got no television. These people own this villa and they haven't been out to it much, so they had the Wi-Fi switched off, which is fabulous, to be honest. It's surprising how much you have to talk to somebody. I've got a good data package with EE, so I've got 50 gig of data to use here. I brought the Samsung. That's got 2 SIM cards in it with another 50 gig on of each one. So that's why I got a dual SIM card Samsung. So if I want to do any streaming or anything like that, I've got enough data to do it. So I don't know how long it takes to use 50 gig. Stick that on your fridge to keep you out of it. Right, I'm going to go. What are we on? 29? Yeah. I'll give you 30 minutes of my life. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you for bothering to watch. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, why not subscribe? You could join a beautiful community of lovely people with good vibe videos and good vibe chats. And sometimes we have a bit of a laugh because we get the trolls in. And they're a bit of a laugh because we enjoy them. Troll bashing is the future. You can tell it's daytime. I've been on for half an hour and nobody's called me baldy yet. Look at these people on this canoe and then I'm going to go. Canoe life. Right, love to you all. Have a smashing day. Save up for an holiday, and you could do worse than coming here. It's beautiful. Love to you all. Bye bye. Please like and subscribe.